Yo, shalom, everybody. This is me, Travon Jones, Conscious Talk channel, where I like to talk to you, my people. Do me a favor. I want you guys to press that thumbs up button, thumbs up the video. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, make sure you press that subscribe button. When you press that thumbs up button, you are putting into the algorithms of YouTube, and that allows other people to make a decision on whether or not they want to watch my video or not. So leave a comment in the comment section, thumbs up the video, and subscribe if you are not subscribed. I'm not going to be on long, but I just wanted to just talk real quick about this whole Trump situation. You know, it's amazing to me how a few years ago, before Trump even, got in office the first time, how on Facebook and all these other outlets, Facebook and YouTube and, all these other, outlets that we have to communicate with one another. It was a lot of shaming tactics. It was a lot of black people and black women, and you had a lot of simp-ass black men that were shaming black men, who decided, well, you know what? I don't like either candidate. I don't like Trump. I don't like Biden. I don't feel comfortable with either one of them. So I'm not going to vote at all. Before this term, the couch was even in existence, you had people that said, well, look, I don't want to vote for the lesser of two evils. I don't like either one of them, so I'm not going to vote for none of them. But the shaming that a lot of black women in particular and black men who follow up under black women were shaming black men like me because we said we didn't want to vote at all. We said we don't believe in voting. If the right person comes in, we will vote for that particular person. But there's no such thing as a lesser of two evils. Now, all of a sudden, Trump wins. He's a president. And a lot of these Democrats were upset that Trump won because, let's be honest, a lot of these Democrats don't like the fact that Trump is a man. Trump is a man with an ego. And a lot of these women don't like a man with an ego. A lot of these simp-ass niggas and dudes that follow under women don't like their little princesses and their little queens upset. So they want to follow behind their woman and then want to bully men who say, well, no, I don't feel comfortable with either candidate. So I'm going to go ahead and just sit this one out. It was a lot of shaming, especially on Facebook. I mean, I was getting shamed. I mean, people were leaving me all kind of DMs and all kind of shit when I said, well, I didn't say I wanted to vote for Biden. I just said I don't want to vote at all. And it was a lot of shaming because what women do, these black women, they get little trinkets from the Democratic Party. See, and they use a lot of white supremacy, a lot of our black women. So they want their little trinkets. They want their free this and their free that, something that's specifically for women. This is what they want, not anything that has anything to do with black people as a whole, black men, black women, black children. It's what they're going to do for me as a black female. This is what a lot of our women are stuck on. It's the selfishness. It's the selfishness of it all, from a lot of our women. So here comes this shaming. Now, all of a sudden, we get Biden. Oh, they're happy now because these Democrats, they've been on that goddamn plantation forever and they gonna stay on it. And they decided that Biden is a fuck up. This population consists of black people. That's the population. And a lot of these black people that are homeless in America were vets, people that fought for this country, people have worked for this country, people have invested and put into this country only for illegal migrants to come over. Biden just allowing these illegal migrants, whether they're Latino migrants, whether they are Asian migrants, Ukrainian white migrants, he's just allowing them to come in and take our resources. Now, you have a lot of, these Democrats saying, oh, shit, well, maybe we fucked up. But to go back and tell them, well, shouldn't y'all humble yourselves and apologize and for bullying people who had enough common sense to tell you that was a bad idea to vote for Biden in the first place, but you use all these shaming tactics. Now, We got all mayhem and carnage that is going on right now because of Biden and Kamala Harris. And now we just stuck giving our money away. Now, if you still stuck on wanting to vote Democrat after all of this, shame on you. If you are stuck wanting to still be a Democrat after what we see is going on right now, because black people of America, your government don't give a fuck about you. They ain't never gave a fuck about you. See, I don't know what it's going to take for us to understand that we got to learn how to play the game that a lot of these other groups of people coming up in here playing. We got to learn how to do it. We got to learn how to start spending money on the candidates that we want, that are going to do something for us. We got to learn how to start spending that money and stop depending solely on the government. We got to quit doing that as a people, y'all. We got to quit wanting to just think the government is going to come and save us. This is the same government who took our land right up from under us. And they tell you that you came from Africa. To displace you from your actual land, black people. America is your homeland. This is your homeland, America. And all these foreigners that came over to take your land right up from under you have sympathy for these other foreigners that they're allowing to come in, especially the ones that look somewhat and similar to them. This is what we got to remember. So no more shaming tactics, and now I have this troll on Facebook, this black dude, I'm pretty sure that, he's a woman worshiper too. But he's coming in my DMs talking dumb shit, talking about, yeah, you for Trump. You're for Trump. This is probably the same motherfucker that have a mama who was voting Democrat the last time around, like I just explained. Now this motherfucker coming up in my DMs talking, yeah, you want to vote for Trump. You know what? Yeah, I do want to vote for Trump. And you know why? Even though I don't agree with voting, I don't think black people in America should be voting, personally. But the reason why I'm like, yeah, I'm voting for Trump this time around, because you Democrats pissed me the fuck off. When we were trying to use logic to tell you voting for Biden is the worst thing ever, y'all want to be stuck on this lesser of two evils bullshit. And now we have the mess that we have. So guess what? Because even though I don't agree with Republican Party, because they're racist as fuck too, and going from one plantation to the other is insane to me. That's insanity. But let's be honest. When Trump was in office, black men that were put in prison unfalsely for 20, 30, 40 years, they knew that they didn't do anything wrong, but they were put up in prison anyway, just to meet a quota, just to shit on our people. Trump was getting them out. Trump was getting our black men out. Do I think Trump is a racist? Yeah. He don't want qualified immunity for the police officers. You know what I'm saying? He thinks police officers are the end all be all. And we know how they disproportionately like to harass black people. But surprisingly, black women are now the new face of, this horribleness that they try to put off on black men. Now it's turning on black women. See, when we are taught to separate ourselves from each other, they attack our black men, and then they get the black women to not give a fuck. And then they start believing the lies and the hype. And then before you know it, they start promoting the white supremacy themselves against black men. And then before you know it, now they're being attacked. They don't have anybody to help them. Then the first thing they want to all yell in unison, where are the black men? Why aren't the black men helping us? Y'all abandoned us a long time ago, black women. Because you wanted to be into that Democratic Party and get little trinkets. You abandoned black men a long time ago because we had families. We had our own streets and our own places, our own neighborhoods. We had all these things. But you left the neighborhoods so you can go live in the projects because the white man, the government was giving you handouts because you didn't want to listen to your black man anymore. That's what this Democratic Party has done. They have done everything they can to separate black men and black women have helped them in doing this for a long time. And black men realize there is no place for us in the Democratic Party. We realize that. But you have a lot of men, black men in particular, that are saying, no, we're doing we're doing the Republican thing now. Because at least we can keep money in our pockets. At least if we are strong enough to be self-sufficient and sovereign and we want to open up our own business, we can do that and have less problems with the Republican Party. But I'm all for the couch. If you want to vote for the couch, please do that. But it's amazing how a lot of people are afraid that Trump is going to retaliate. It's amazing that they're doing all these things to attack him. Never in history have they ever, criminalized, a former president or anything like that. Never. And this is a white man in America who has everything. Everything was made for the white man in this country. And look at how they're doing him. Look at how they're doing him. This is how you know times are changing, things are changing. Nothing stays the same. And we can see America falling right now as we speak. But look at how they're doing him. And you got these other motherfuckers over here afraid now because ain't no tearing Trump down. It seems like the more they attack him, the more people are rising up to support him. And that bothers a lot of these people who want to keep a certain sector of us down. That bothers these elite black people that look like us, but they use the Democratic Party to step all over us because they get little trinkets and get gold and they get to be rich. All the while the rest of us are being put in prisons and beaten and, always being discriminated against. They don't care as long as they're getting what they want to get out of the deal. But look at how they're attacking Trump. And you have a lot of people that are afraid right now and offended and pissed off. And they're worried because he might attack them afterwards. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm petty than a motherfucker when it comes to shit like that. Yeah, I'm all for an eye for an eye. Goddamn right. That's me right there. So a lot of you motherfuckers that are talking about, oh, Trump, he might attack. Like, that's a bad thing. Y'all acting like that's a bad thing, but you should be afraid. Look at how you attacked this man in front of the whole wide world. Now you see that he still may have a chance, and now a lot of you motherfuckers are afraid. Well, you should be afraid. And anybody with common sense knows that when you attack me, yeah, you should be expected to get attacked back. If I was Trump, I damn sure would retaliate. You damn right. I would read America how, people can just do shit to you and then they have it to where you ask your child. Police officer kills your child. Matter of fact, they had something on the news a couple of weeks and father retaliated. They didn't do anything to police officers like they never do. They never do, but they want to tell you, oh, don't retaliate, let God handle it and all that. Well, this black man waited for this police officer's daughter to enter or to come up out of a building where she was having prom night. And he murdered her. He deleted her. He deleted that white girl. Now, we can all say, well, she didn't do anything wrong. She didn't have anything to do with what her police officer father did. But it's an eye for an eye. It's a tooth for a tooth. And that man's son can rest in peace. Actually, now that's what's wrong with a lot of us black people. Our ancestors are angry with us, and we can't allow them to rest because look at how we're being mistreated. They went through all this shit in this country, in their own land, and they see their offspring going through and siding with the very people who did them wrong in what we call America, USA today. This shit is crazy. So yeah, for those of you who are upset Trump may retaliate, get over it because yeah, he should. And it is sad what is happening in the USA, Koi Addict 33. I think I pronounced your name right. Yeah, it is really sad what's going on in the USA right now. But what we're seeing are rapid changes and things that uh, you know, that have happened in history before, just repeating itself. Nothing is new under the sun. And although America is still very, very young, and it rose very quickly, look how we're seeing the fall happen just as quick. It's happening just as quick, you know. But yeah, we shouldn't be surprised, you know, if Trump wants to retaliate. Absolutely. But the reason why I said I'm deciding to just vote Republican this particular time, because I'm so angry with a lot of these Democrats for being stuck on stupid, allowing Biden. Now, this man has been in this business of the government, of American government, for 40 years, 50 years. And he's done all kind of wickedness to so-called black people. And because you don't want to go and, you know, you just don't like his policies, because he's actually trying to help American people and not just make shit just for specific black women. You're so mad and huffy and puffy, and I'm so mad. And I'm not going to vote for that misogynist pig. Grab him by the pussy, motherfucker. I'm not voting for him. But look at the problems that we're having. And instead of a lot of you admitting what you did, because if you voted for Biden, this is all your fault, what's going on with this country right now, with all this hostility that we are having to endure and deal with from all these Latino people that are over here, and they shouldn't be taking our resources. When are you black people going to wake up and start fighting back? No, we don't have a military. You know, no, we can't do the things that we once did, but we can unite. We can't stop depending. Excuse me. We can't stop depending on this government the way we do. We can't start taking some of our land back. We can't start buying our land back, and we can't start building our own schools, our own hospitals, our own everything. That's really the key. And we're being forced to think like this, even though a lot of us have that are awakened and are for our black people have always talked like this. But a lot of us get so comfortable being around our enemies and things like that, that we just, you know, man, I can just go to the grocery store. I don't want to have a farm. I don't want to own land and actually have a farm and, you know, and start supporting other black people and other black businesses and start recreating black wealth, because black people got a whole lot of money in America. You notice how all these other groups of people keep coming around you and your neighborhoods, black people making money off of you. But then in the same breath, they tell you that you are poor and don't have shit. Instead of you being able to build in your own neighborhood and create businesses, these foreigners create businesses around you to take your money. And we are constantly being stupid enough and giving them our money instead of demanding that black businesses are built in our neighborhoods. Because when we go to another neighborhood, they were following us around, treating us like crap. Hell, they even try to do that shit in our own damn neighborhoods, because we don't have anything. A lot of our black women don't respect us because they know black men don't have any power. We don't have any power. So they don't respect us. A lot of our own women just don't respect us, but they have never really truly respected us. They have always been the first to sell the fuck out. And that's the truth. Thumbs up the video and like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Thumbs up the video. But I'm not going to stay on here long. I'm about to get up out of here. But I just wanted to just talk about how a lot of these people are angry and upset that Trump may retaliate. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a tit for tatter. I will retaliate in a heartbeat. I'm all for it, because how else are people going to learn to leave you the fuck alone? If they can just do whatever they want to do to you, say what they want to say to you, about you, to you, treat you any kind of way, and you can't retaliate, like you can't say nothing. That's right. That's right. That's right. I'm all for you on that. And again, usually before the term the couch was invented, I was all for not even voting. I don't even think we should be voting like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, personally, because it's amazing how they always focus on black people voting, focus on us voting. Pay attention to that. But with that being said, yeah, this time around, yeah, I'm definitely First Amendment, baby. Absolutely. I'm all for it. You know, and then after that, because let's be honest, Trump is only going to be in there 4 years. If he does win again, and he ain't going to be able to clean up everything that Biden has done. Biden has fucked up a whole lot of shit, and he's allowed all these people to come in here, and now he's putting a, he's saying, well, I'm gonna go ahead and close the borders for right now. But please believe me, if you vote for Biden again, he's gonna open up those borders. Please believe me, and please understand that he's gonna reopen up those borders, and it's gonna be a lot of chaos and mayhem, and more hostility is coming from these illegal migrants that we don't want over here. We don't want any of you over here. We want you to go and fix up your land, your place. Go fix it up. Go be good citizens in your country that you always want to uplift. Viva la this, viva la that. You always want to rep your country. Well, please go to your country. Go back to it. Be good citizens. And build your land up. Build your land up. Don't come over here being hostile towards black people that have paved the way for you to come over here with that funky ass attitude that a lot of you come over here with. Speaking another language, isolating everybody else. Doing all that you can to help separate black people, men and women, from one another. We got to see the tricks. We got to see what is actually happening and what is going on. Starting to wake up. I'm glad that we are finally starting to wake up and see what's actually going on. But now we're being forced to do something about this. We're being forced to do something about it. We got to stop being afraid. We got to stop wanting to live under white supremacy and feeling like we don't have a voice and we can't get out of it. And the only way we're going to have something is if we side with the very people who constantly help to destroy us. See, this is the reason why they don't want you to talk about history, y'all. This is the reason why they never want you to talk about history, black man, black woman. They don't want you to teach your black children history, because when you talk about black history, you're talking about other cultures' history as well. And it does not paint out of them in a good light. It doesn't. So when you talk about black history and you talk about how they did all these horrible things to us, it paints these Europeans and all these other groups that have constantly come up against us and that are coming up against us in our land right now by taking our resources right up from under us and not feeling a thing about it. Those are your enemies. Those Latinos are your enemies. They are not friends, black man, black woman. They're not. It's amazing how these Latino groups, they will be racist towards you all day long. They will separate themselves from you all day long. I'm talking about these Latinos. I don't know why you always get people that always want to say, whenever something bad that happens to black people, well, with black and Latino, no, got to stop including them in on shit, because they ain't got shit to do with it. Matter of fact, they part of the problem too. When we talk about black people being murdered and shit like that, let's just keep it on that. It's amazing how, as black people, these other groups, these Latinos, will separate themselves from you talking in other languages. Because have you gone to some of these Latino areas in Huntington Park and East LA, how nice they are? They're not ghetto. They have all the food, eating places. They have all the businesses. They're out walking their dogs, in groups. Pay attention to that. They live in nice areas, a lot of these Latino people. But when you come into the black neighborhood, it's all shitty. You don't have no businesses, nothing. But they will have sex with you, black man. You're a mandingo to these Latinas. They just love to have sex with us. But you'll never meet their family. They don't like you like that. They don't like you like that. But they'll fuck you though. They'll fuck our women coming into the black. Is a half breed. But then some kind of way it's the black man's fault because he's leaving all these black women with, as baby mothers. But that black woman fucked Jorge. So now that half black child is my fault and I'm leaving them, you know, the black woman. Why? Because I'm not picking up the slack that Jorge left? Nah. This is why we got to start bringing shaming back, because we got to stop this cycle. We got to stop this cycle. But a lot of these motherfuckers will fuck black people, will have sex with us, but they don't feel nothing for us. So we got to get out of this. They're our friends and they care about us and all this unity. Ain't no motherfucking unity. Black people, we are by ourselves. There is no unity at all. None. With any of these groups. There is no unity whatsoever. So if you think you're going to be able to just get with Latinos and get with Asians and they're not going to support you. They're never going to support any of us. We are on our own, so-called black people, so-called black men, so-called black women. We are on our own. And we are being forced to come together. And I know that makes a lot of us angry. I know, especially a lot of you black women. I know that makes y'all angry that I'm sick of these black men. And I thought that the white government was going to come and save us. Daddy was going to come and save us. I know a lot of y'all mad, but y'all realizing Zaddy ain't coming to save you. He don't give a fuck about you. Zaddy don't give a goddamn about you. As a matter of fact, he attacks the man right in front of you so you can have less respect for your black. Come after you, black woman. It's amazing how black they did everything to put black men evil. Now it's black women who are the face of evil and danger in America right now. That's what we're witnessing. That's what we're witnessing right now. Viber Rand said, is this John Jones' nephew? I have no idea what you're talking about, brother. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea who John Jones is and nephew and all that good stuff, but who knows? We all might be related some kind of way. I have no idea. But anyway, I'm about to get the hell up out of here, y'all. Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe this video. Share it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like this video, all that good stuff. And I'm going to see you all on the next video. But we got to get our priorities together, black people. We have to get our priorities together. Because America is our land. And we are watching over and over and time again, other groups of people coming into our land, trying to make us second-class citizens and just throw us out the way. They'll use us. And then when they don't need us anymore, they'll just go ahead and toss us like a hot potato. And they'll give jobs to all these other people. Because really what they're trying to do to us, black people, what they're trying to do to us is kill us off. They don't want to give us jobs. They don't want us to be in their establishments, in their environments. This is what they're trying to do in our own land. This is what they're trying to do to us. This is why it's so important that we start building our own. And this time around, not allowing a government to destroy what belongs to us and what is ours. We have to start learning how to fight back. And that's really the bottom line. Unity is the key. Like, share, and subscribe, you guys. And I'll see you all on the next video. Shalom.